welcome to this very first edition of Latent Exportation News and Opportunity video. For today's video, instead of another forecast on how COVID impacts the world, as you can see every day on the news, we will focus on what has become more important with COVID. We will talk about major regional trade agreements. Indeed, if a good export project is aiming at a very specific localized market, it is important to understand how the current economic interdependencies, which are shaping the world's trade flow and international political spheres, can be an opportunity or an obstacle for export projects. On July 1st, 2020, the new Canada-US-Mexico Agreement, CUSMA, entered into force, displacing the North American Free Trade Agreement, known as NAFTA. While CUSMA will make some significant changes to the trade relationship between Canada, the US, and Mexico, many of the key NAFTA provisions remain intact in CUSMA. It is still useful to understand at least two of the main changes. The first one will be that originating projects qualify for duty treatment. In addition to compliance with the rules of origins for products to qualify for duty treatment, a proof of origin must also be provided and be available at the time of importation. The second important change would be that CUSMA streamlines the system for resolving disputes between states by ending the participation of the Free Trade Commission, which is composed of representatives of each of the CUSMA parties at ministerial levels or their delegates in its process. So in terms, what does that mean? It means that the resolving dispute process is being depoliticized. It is important to remember that in 2017, the value of trilateral merchandise trade, as measured by each country's total imports from the other partners, was over the trillion US dollars. Merchandise trade between Canada and the United States has more than doubled since 1993, and it is now 9 times higher between Canada and Mexico. The CUSMA agreement will continue to support the integration and export activities across North America, and all parties are committed to have small and medium enterprises reap the benefits of their regional integration and supply chain. Regardless of the size of your business, there are opportunities that can give you an export advantages you can benefit from. In April 2021, we will celebrate the 17th anniversary of the creation of the European Coal and Steel Community. Indeed, in April 1951, the dream of a united Europe became reality, and since then, the Europe of the Six has expanded and is today, with its 27 member states, one of the largest common markets in the world. With almost $16 billion in gross domestic product in 2018, the 27-member European Union as a bloc is the second largest economy in the world and has established itself as the world's leading trading power, the leading exporters of goods and services with 15% and 25% of the world's total, respectively. The new European Commission, which took office in December 2019, has placed at the heart of its mandate the Green Deal project, which aims to make Europe the first climate-neutral continent by 2050. The European market, as much in its import as in its export operation, has thus a well-defined course: sustainable technologies, services, and business models. Also, the EU-Canada Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement, known as CETA, will benefit small and medium-sized enterprises. This trade agreement helps SMEs to expand their activity in both the EU and Canadian markets. It eliminates or allows trade barriers tariffs, and export-related costs. It offers simplified custom procedures and compatible technical requirements in both markets, which helps saving time, energy, and money for SMEs. The idea behind CETA is to be SME-friendly and help you be active in both markets. A lot has been done to meet SMEs' needs in terms of electronic commerce and government procurement. A lot of businesses and opportunities can be found in Europe for Canada. As of today, the Asia-Pacific is now the world's fastest growing economic region. It offers excellent opportunities for trade and expansion. The Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership is a really strong signal that Asia is committed to open to free trade. The RCEP, signed in November 2020, includes the 10 member states of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, as well as China, Japan, South Korea, Australia, and New Zealand. It is the world's largest free trade agreement because it is allowing 15 countries to create a 2.2 billion people market and concentrate 28% of the global economy. According to the International Monetary Fund's latest forecasts, the Asia-Pacific region is expected to grow by 7.6% this year and 5.4% in 2022, with the recovery marked by multidimensional differences between and within countries by sector, age group, gender, and skill level. The RCEP could give a strong impetus to increase trade in the Asia-Pacific region. But much remains to be done, especially in areas such as e-commerce, services, and investments. Also, it is important to know that local SMEs are marked by their vulnerability to corporate debts, which allows Canadian companies to get ahead of the global competition by using the Progressive and Comprehensive Trans-Pacific Partnerships, the PCTPP, free trade agreements between Canada and 10 other Asia-Pacific countries. It is a real opportunity for Canadian exporters to reach the biggest free trade zone without too much problem and being very competitive in those markets. And that will be all for today's video. Let us know what are your thoughts on opportunities for business owners when it comes to international trade agreements, and share your story with them. Have a great month and see you next time.